Okay, so what I'm going to walk you through here is how to build a post in Loomly. You may already know some of this. It's pretty intuitive, but I'm just going to kind of start at the beginning. So when you go into Loomly, you should see any calendar that you've been added to. So this is all of mine. Anytime there's a draft or things that require edits, things like that, the status of any post is posted here. What you will do, I'm going to use this account as an example to show you how to do a couple different things. There's a few ways to view it. I personally like this one so I can see where and what days of the week. It's important to note that this calendar, for whatever reason, starts on a Monday, not on a Sunday. So your weekdays and then your weekends are here at the end. So to start building a post, you can go here, or you can just hit the day you want and hit add post. I never use quick post because that's not effective for what we're doing, but I use build post, and it takes you into this thing where it asks you about the times and the dates for every account. If it's a established account, if it's a new account, it won't have optimal posting times yet, but the goal is that everybody at some point will have optimal posting times and a schedule. So you'll need to pay attention to this as you start to work through what times are best. Times on Facebook and times on Instagram may be different. My goal is to make this a little bit simple, so let's not overthink it too much, but we can see like today is a Monday, and so we have Instagram at certain times. Facebook doesn't show a Monday as a really great time, but since some clients pay to post so many times a week, sometimes we are posting on days that are not optimal, but we're still going to post on those days. So ideally, every day we post, we would hit that sweet spot on Facebook and on Instagram. However, that may not always be possible. So for like a day like today, since Instagram is Monday, we would look here and it's 2:00 today. So we've already kind of missed these other windows. So we'll go to the 4:30 to 6:00 time period and just post it to Facebook in there anyway. So I'm going to go in here and tell it that I want it to post at 4:30. You can also type it. I think that's easier sometimes if you, instead of hitting those arrows a million times. And then you hit next. The post details, the social channels, you'll kind of work through each of these steps in Loomly. It will show you what you need to do. But here are all of your channels. So this should all be configured for you. So if they have an Instagram and a Facebook, you would just click those two things. We want the same posts to go to the same platform every time. And you hit next. Hopefully you've already gotten your words together and you can just copy and paste them in here. The other thing I want to show you is hashtags. So hashtags, again, an established client may have one collection or multiple collections. These here are new for this account. So we've got 1, 2, 3 groups. So I'm going to actually program those in there right now. So you just copy them, paste them into here, and they should, oh, uh-oh. They should, in theory, work for you. Those might have been doing something crazy. That's okay. So I'm going to copy them. I'm going to go to hashtags. I'm going to go to collections. And, oh, it wants a name. I'm sorry. So we'll say Sage's quarterly hashtags 1. And then you paste them and they'll pop in there like that. You hit create. The nice part about this is anytime you hit that plus sign, it's going to go straight to the copy like it says right there. So that's super helpful. I'm going to do the next one. They wanted that one removed. So copy in here. Pages 2. Paste it. Create. And this is what we'll do. We'll basically rotate through these on any given week. So just start with 1, go to 2, go to 3, and rotate through. We're still in most of these accounts, and depending on what stage your account is in, we're still kind of pilot testing what hashtags work and which ones don't. So let's say I wanted to start with 1. So it says added to copy. So if I clicked back over here, it's already in here. So then we add, you won't have to do that every time. Now they're in there, so they're in there. So now you're going to add your caption. And then here's where you go to add pictures and videos. I'm gonna have to go in here and dig for a photo. So you'll just go to wherever you've saved your images that you want to use. I haven't necessarily tracked down which picture. Sometimes I know what picture, sometimes I don't. That's just kind of depends on what's going on. So I'll just kind of flip through and try to figure out what picture is best for us. It was a caption about wine and how adulting is hard and ha ha ha. So I'm going to try to find something as relevant as possible. So grapes don't make sense. Really wine glasses make the most sense. So let me see what else I can dig up here. Oh, I like that one. Okay. So there we go. It'll load the image. Sometimes that takes a little while, depending on how big it is. And then you hit next there. This part is really important. So this is the fine tuning part. So on Facebook versus Instagram, you kind of want different things happening. On Facebook, we don't actually do hashtags. You could do, notice how this said generic content. You could have not added your hashtags here and just done your captions and then gone in here and added your captions to the copy and Instagram. I like to do these little dots just to show that, oh, there's more underneath. If you think about the way that Instagram posts, sometimes you can see like the first few lines of a caption and then the dots make you know that like something's underneath it. That's a stylistic thing on my part. So feel free to include that. But now you'll see Facebook is a little bit different than Instagram, which is totally fine. That's how we want it. The other thing you can do here, so let's say we had a day like a Tuesday, and on Tuesday, we had different times that were optimal on Instagram versus Facebook. You can go in and tell it to change the time. So let's say that it was 3 o'clock was a really great time to do this on a Monday, but we really wanted it to go at 4:30. I'm pretty sure I wrote 4:30. We really wanted 4:30 to be the time that it went. So we could put it at different times. We could say, you know what, on Facebook, I want it to go at 4:30. And on Instagram, I want it to go at 4:45. And so it will allow you to like designate without having to build a post 2 times. So that's a really nice feature. Let's say you get it all messed up and you hate it and you don't want to deal with it. And you are like, no, I need it to go at the same time. What was I thinking? I put something crazy in there. You can always clear fine tuning, but for the most part, you won't need that. So you hit next. I just skipped this part. It allows you to like be really specific on the Facebook newsfeed. I don't find it useful whatsoever. So I hit next again. And then you can hit schedule. On your end, it will show that you have to submit it for approval when it comes to me. On my end, it shows schedule. So the idea is that we get all these posts into schedule mode, not up for review or draft or anything like that. So whatever your option is, publish now is just that, you're publishing now. And schedule or whatever your option ends up being, depending on your workflow, will be what you hit here. So it hits submit. And then when you go back to your calendar, you should see it there. And it should show you the difference in time and all that good stuff. So I hope that helps you see how to build a post in Loomly. Thanks for tuning in.